Yo, yo, yo. All right, let's get it. We in the building. We are in the building. Set this link out. Bingo, bango. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. All right, hopefully everything is in place. Excuse me. I'll be on for a minute, so if the live stream freezes or something like that, then I will be I will be kicking off another live stream if this kicks out on me. But so far everything's good. There is presumably a 2 to 3 second delay. But of course I'll give you a heads up on if I go in for a trade. Remember, sometimes most of the time, if I say, hey, I might be going in on this, it's always a might. I really may not. So you have to use your best judgment. Remember, always trade what you know. So let's see what we got here. Let me see if I could just cut this over. Make me a little bit smaller. All right, so I think this FedEx. This is the last pair I was on early this morning, popping trays off early this morning. All right, let me get a zone here. Cause FedEx looking like it might be ready to do something now. All right, remember, always the foundation of my analysis, being able to spot a potential accumulation phase, or it could be a bearish rectangle. Checking out my previous events, trying to see what's going on. What's going on? Patience, patience, patience. During these live streams, the most important thing I want you to pay attention to is the amount of patience that I have. When you come to the live stream, that's the most important thing. And of course, to make some ends meet, of course, but the main thing is learning my patience, understanding like, man, this dude can really sit on here for a whole hour and not trade, or he could sit on here and only do these amount of trades, focusing on one opportunity at a time. Remember, when you are starting off from, I don't think FedEx is going to do what I think it's going to do. Pay close attention to how price broke the zone. There is some solid candlesticks here, which is a good sign, but what is a bad sign? Price shot down very strong very quickly, and then it came right back up. This is why I like to go in for entry. If I'm going to go in, On the breakout, I would have already went in, near here if I had that gut feeling that price is going to keep going down. That is not something that you abuse. I know people who will actually go in for two, three, four trades here. That is the worst thing you can do. Look at how price already came back up. Got to check the market conditions. Looking at your previous candlesticks is going to help you identify your market conditions, um, whether on a larger time frame or a lower time frame. I like to check the conditions on as many time frames as possible. You can see prices shooting up strong here. I'll keep an eye on FedEx. We'll come back to it. Let me know in the comments. Hey, you might be looking at Fed. If you're looking at, you could always find, if you find a market, drop it in the comments. Like, hey, this market look like this. This market look like that. I can analyze the markets extremely quickly, so I will be able to, you know, make great assessment. I could read the markets in about, 10, 20 seconds, understand what could potentially happen. So always keep that in mind. All right, so you can see Apple just had a nice strong push going down, and then it's starting to already come back up. Well, this is the 2-minute time frame. Let me go hop over to 1 minute. It does have potential to go down, but it may not go down. Another important thing I want you guys to pay attention to, like even in the signals group, if I call out a potential bearish trend, it also could be a potential bullish trend, right? We all know that could happen. So always, just pay close attention to the market conditions. That's the most important thing you can do. Is make sure that the market conditions are as good as possible. All right, so 180.948, that is a signal level that I have available here on Apple. All right, so I am okay. Yeah, Apple absolutely does have some more potential bearish trending power. Do, 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 do. Always pay attention to what does the market looks like. What do the candlesticks look like? What does everything look like when price approaches these signal levels, right? This doesn't look like nothing significant. It look more so like a reverse is going to happen, because once price broke this level, right? We do have a solid candlestick here. We have another solid candlestick that came in, but it doesn't have a lot of volatility, and price starts to work its way back up. Now, if there was some significant movement of price continuously going down, then there definitely would have been some great opportunities right below 180.83 3-0. That's just because of how the lines, you know, are set up. All right. How are my candlesticks looking and how are they reacting to the signal levels? That's how you'll be able to find out the exact direction price may go in when it starts going in that direction. Do, 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 do. All right, let's see what's going on. Look at how them candlesticks are reacting to the signal level. Yeah, remember that is extremely important to pay attention to. Right now, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. So, how about I go back over to FedEx? So let's see what's going on over there. Sheesh. Have to raise that one up. I have to bring that down. Notice how I'm adjusting my zone. Adjusting the zone accordingly to the points, the fractals. All right, let's see. If you're on TikTok, we are on live YouTube right now. We are live on YouTube. Amex, ooh, does not look like it is going to continue to go down. Let's move me on down here. Go subscribe to my YouTube. My name is Master Quency. That's Quency with an E, not an I. Now, as long as the markets are not stalling, we may have a bullish trend here on Amex. As long as the markets aren't stalling, which they might be. They might just be. We are on American Express. If you're on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube so you can be on my so you can have a better visual. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you'll know, excuse me, when I go live. Okay. Price is approaching that 50 EMA. So I think what strategy I would be looking to see or would have wanted to see is price shoot up strong above this 50 EMA. You can see price is losing a lot of volatility. Yeah, price is losing a lot of volatility. So I wonder if it's even a good time to trade. I might have missed the hot markets because these markets, they was looking popping about an hour ago. I just checked. Not even an hour ago, maybe about 30 minutes ago. I wanted to give you guys a 2-hour performance, but we don't even have that many people coming in on the live stream. Uh-oh, there it is. Coming up on that 50 EMA. I am paying attention to the market conditions, trying to see if it's going to be some more pressure applied here on Amex. I believe it is. I believe there are some opportunities for a quick potential trend, and these happen fast. It's not like the breakouts. The breakouts, you got plenty enough time to, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on with the markets. No, I'm not in favor of the conditions in the market, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop a quick opportunity. There we go. Oh yeah, she's a beauty. We got 8 seconds left. Me on American Express, I went in for $110 entry. Got the win, received a payout of $211.20 in less than a minute. That's what we call great execution, right? That's what we call great execution. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Remember, learning and trading is it's a beautiful thing, but most people will never get to the next level because of the conditions in which they are learning. You got to understand there is a certain way to learn when it comes to trading. There's a certain way to learn. And a lot of people, are not learning the correct way. And when you are learning and trading, the best way to learn is to gather as much information from the person you are learning from and not be so caught up on strategy this, strategy that, strategy this. I need a new strategy. I need the best strategy. That's not going to work. It's not what's going to help you be a better trader in trading, not in today's time. I don't know what they was doing years ago before we had computers. Today, you have to pay attention. The winners, the people who win watching me, are people who watch me consistently. Every single video I drop, they don't miss a video, because there are a multitude of things that you are using in conjunction. So if you are just watching one video with one strategy and you think you're going to get to the next level with a quick strategy, you are failing. You need to, this is how, when I learned from my mentor, I had to watch long form. I had to be bored. I had to watch 30 minutes, hours, 2 hours every single day And that's what made things click. When I was chasing strategies and let me go look at this person live, let me go look at him live trade, let me go see, Googling what's the best strategy and just trying to be the best that I could be at trading, not knowing that I'm learning the incorrect way. I need to have a one person and I need to learn everything I can from him and then maybe go to the next person. But you have to watch that because everybody looks at the markets differently. And the most you are going to learn from somebody is through experience. You have to learn off people's experience, not technical analysis, because technical analysis is not enough to help you get to the next level. Then you got different platforms, this, that, and the third. You are learning incorrectly. That's why it's taking you so long to get to the next level. Right? And that's why I'm here. I'm helping. I'm giving you the key. I gave you the keys. Now it's up to you to say, all right, I'm going to watch this man every day. I'm going to try to catch his live stream. If I can't catch the live stream, I'll catch the replay. I'll catch the playback. Right? That's what's going to help you. How do I know this? Because any and everybody that I have taught, I know the ones who become winners, how fast they win, and all of the people who don't get to the next level, I know exactly what they're doing wrong. So that is something that you want to pay attention to. So we just got a quick win here on Amex. And guess what? The markets aren't in the best conditions. That is the best time to win trades, when the markets aren't in the best conditions. Because once the markets do wind up getting the good conditions, boom, you already up a win. So for any of those who missed it, boom, this is where we caught a great trade here on this candlestick off of the reverse. Now, typically when I'm calling out my signals, I'm only looking for breakouts. So it's a much longer process, right? But I told you guys exactly exactly when to go in for the entry. I told you when price was pushing up here, I said we may have a quick entry somewhere up in here. And boom, she was a beauty. All right, tomorrow we'll be taking up the morning time. We will be from maybe 7:30 to about 7:30 to about 9:30. I'll probably be going on and off with the live stream. If I don't find any good opportunities, then I might hop back on between 10 and 12, right? I might hop in between 10 and 12. So I could potentially have a session between basically between 7 and 9, and then 10 and 12. We're going to get it in tomorrow. That's only because I got a lot of sleep today. My schedules are never the exact same every single day. It seems like I'm all over the place, but think of it like this. Wednesday and Fridays are potentially morning sessions. I'm doing morning sessions no matter what, unless I have an emergency or something like that. Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be evening times. So sometime after 2 or after 1, that's when I'll be going live. Mondays, I have the potential to be going live Monday early or Monday evening. It could be either or Monday. And Saturday, Sunday is just random, but be on point. But we're going to get this money. All right. So I done had some amazing things going on. I done won my last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in a row. Lost one here, another 3 wins here, another loss here, another win here. So the market's been feeding you, boy, real good. And every single signal that I call out is in the signals group. I don't do a trade. I rarely ever do a trade without letting you guys know what trade I'm potentially going in on. That is a fact. Look, Amex is going. It might be going back up some more. Let's see. I don't know. I think the next best opportunity will probably be about right there. All right, so we'll put that. We'll have that signal there. Let me see what's going on. Sheesh. Okay, so all since this morning when people was asleep and almost last night. No, even last night. Yeah, Amex been going up. I think we caught one on Amex as well. I think we caught one on Amex as well. Yeah. Yep, that was my last. Oh no, that's today. I did call out a signal on Amex. I think it never went through, so I didn't even trade it. I think that's what happened. Yeah, Amex is probably gonna go up some more. Yeah, it might. I would say if price is still pushing up, you might want to catch an entry before it gets to 172.300, and there could be a potential right after 172.300, but you need to see the markets in good conditions. You need to see strong candlesticks. You need to see strong pushing power. You need to just see that thing going, going, going with no coming back. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. All right. So once again, if you are on TikTok, make sure you come over to YouTube, Master Quency. Master Quency. That's Quency with an E. Come on over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. See, the market conditions are starting to get a little wish-washy. But we kind of closing in on a gap, because right now this is your previous high. It wouldn't be considered the all-time, not all-time out, but the higher high. Here's your higher high, right? Here's your previous high, right? So I do want to see some momentum from here to here. From here to here, I want to see a lot of pressure. 172.300, and that would be a good time to go in. I wanted to end this live stream at 4 o'clock. I wanted to start at 2, but that's why I gave you guys a range. I said between 2 and 4, because I don't be knowing the way my schedule's set up. But for the most part, you guys, my YouTube live streams are going to be out from an hour to 2 hours long. If not every day, every other day. But if you are a member, you will know ahead of time. You will kind of have a general idea how I move. You'll be able to pick up on my habits. And that's the most important part, picking up on my habits. That is the most important part, picking up my habits. And in order to pick up my habits, you want to be able to tap in on a daily basis. This is a very interesting way to get to the next level as fast as possible, right? Fast as possible. Tapping in on a daily basis and watching you. Success is boring. People who are boring and enjoy being bored are the people who wind up being successful, not only in trade, but in life in general. The more I started enjoying boring activities was the pivotal point of me starting to be able to make a whole hell of a lot more money. I'm talking about sitting there hours focusing on one thing, not thinking about who's partying, not thinking about playing video games, not thinking about doing nothing other than developing my mind, my mental clarity is important, very important. All right, so that's the only thing about the live streams I don't like. The quality is not as good, but hey, that's cool. My quality always good 9 times out of 10, but on the live streams, it's gonna look a little. It's gonna look like your boy Poe out here. All right, let's get back to these markets real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. If you are on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, come over to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. Once again, my name is Master Quency. That's Quency with an E. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We got a win, and I'm out.